Oh man, I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I'm so excited right now. I'm just gonna, I'm so excited I could even exist in the bottom right corners of your screens right now. Oh my god. I've been waiting for this for a long while. Also, Joe, thank you for the sub. I think someone else jumped a sub earlier. Safin! Yes, Safin, thank you for the sub too!
Terry Cooley discovered paraglider reversed. C3, Airstream can produce retrographics memes.
Oh,
Gambling
man.
time, I don't have an addiction, you do, AIIr.
Not this time. Someday you'll get it. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this game so much. If you guys don't know, this game, The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, is based on the Expanse series of books, which also has a TV show. It is easily one of my favorite TV shows ever made. The book series is absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend. And unfortunately, there hasn't been a lot of development in the Expanse space. This is only going to be the second Expanse video game that's come out. The other one was done by Telltale Games, and I will be doing it on the channel at some point. I was intending to do all of the Telltale Games Expanse game before I did this at all, but this is the beta for this game, and it literally just dropped like a couple days ago, like just out of the blue. I was not prepared for it. I wasn't planning to be streaming today, but for this I have to come out of my little cave of tinkering and learning and doing other stuff with Blender and Unity for this moment. And I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad I get to share this with you, whatever this is gonna be. But I love this series. I know the people, the writers for the books, make sure that they have their hands directly involved in any project relating to it. It is their baby, it is their world, their lore. They absolutely love it, and they take care of it. This is also being done by OwlCat Games. They're known for like Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, which is a huge space, spanning decision-making game, which I will also be streaming at some point in the future, and I've only ever heard good things about it. This is, however, their first time doing a shooter. They're really good at RPGs. They're really good at story development. They've not made a first-person, or actually this isn't a first-person shooter, it's a third-person shooter, but they've never done a shooter before, so this is going to be their first shooter. So we can only hope that they do the gameplay justice to what the story and the exploration should be in a game like this, and that they've managed to show mastery over in the past. Oh man, I'm so goddamn excited. I You can't fuck up a shooter, right? Yeah, I mean, theoretically, Crazy Kane, yeah, it should be nailed down, but we'll see. Because sometimes you get like way too linear level design, and it's like, okay, I'm just always going down a hallway, which can be tricky, and especially in the world of the Expanse, because it is set in space. Most of what we're going to be doing is going to be in hallways, either on ships or on space stations. I don't think there's going to be a lot of outside stuff happening in this game. So we're hoping that they made their hallways interesting. Safin got a sub to the best streamer on the platform. Aw, man. Thank you. Joe, Expanse, never heard of it. Maybe we should watch it sometime. I know, right, Joe? We need to sit down and watch it sometime. You'll probably read the books rather than watch the series? Yeah. No, if it is an adventure, Crazy Kane, that's all I can say. I will say some of the first, like the first novel or two, are a little rough. But it's so good. It is sci-fi, so I don't know how much into sci-fi books you are, but it deals with a missing persons case, first contact, in a way I've never seen first contact handled in any medium before. It is truly a fantastic series, and it's a hard sci-fi grounded in reality one, and I appreciate it for that. Here, does this follow the show past where we went? This is supposed to be set, at least this part of the beta, is set shortly after the Arrow Station incident. How far of that? I don't know. I don't know if Venus has happened yet. I don't know if this is just before Venus. I don't know if the Nauvoo has been commandeered. We will find out. One more retro.
Terry Cooley discovered good vibes. C5. Airstream can produce retro graphics memes. Boop.
Boop. Alright, yeah. Everything that we've seen in the show, I think, happens way after this. This is happening during the Season 2 Eros Crisis. Alright, I think we're straightforward. I've got subtitles on. I should probably take a quick look at the controls. Okay, T for flashlight, F for tactical pulse, V to melee. Alright. 4 is heal. I'm gonna go to heal and punch things, because I'm so used to heal being on V for Helldivers. Can I change any of this? It says F to reset to defaults, but I don't think I can. It doesn't seem to let me mess with anything. So that might be something that they've built the menu for it, but they haven't actually like put the functionality in. Yeah, because it doesn't let me do anything if I press or click or anything. All right, so I guess this is basically it. So we're gonna go dive in and see how this goes. Eat the controls. Heel punching, yes, Moon, heel punching. Get you a shout out there. Okay, off we go. We're starting a new game. Oh man, look at that background though. Is that not just beautiful? Oh, I love how this looks. Just everything about this, and just the music. This is a vibe. This is a vibe. Oh my god, I feel like I'm about to jump off a cliff into water. You know? It's that you want to do it and you know it's going to be a thrill, but there's that apprehension. You're just savoring the moment before you jump. Oh, I'm way too excited about this. How empty does space feel? Pretty empty. Starting a new game. Not gonna end, postponed for months? No. This is just a beta. So this is a little bit of the campaign, the story. So I'm assuming it's probably gonna be like an hour of gameplay, I hope. So that's basically gonna be the stream for today, is just messing around with this and just seeing what it is. But yeah, this isn't the full game. Yeah, no, the full game comes out 2027. So there's still a year off. People don't need their stuff. Yes, guys, every time I'm looting a corpse, you know, we gotta hit that dead people don't need their stuff. Oh, hey, Jupiter's back in the top right of the screen instead of the bottom now. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, shit. Okay, guys, we got normal or hard? Horde? So vote for Horde. Hard, like you're... Alright, let's do it. We got it. Moon, soft moon, you've been outvoted. We're going in hard. Previously, in the Expanse, Osiris Reborn, you and your twin are Pinkwater security mercenaries. You lost your entire squad while narrowly escaping Eros Station, where the entire population was infected with an unknown substance. You escaped on an enemy ship, the Mat, and now want to find out who's responsible for Eros. You've arrived at Pinkwater 4 Station to discuss the situation with your boss, Oscar O'Connell. During docking, your twin, Jay, was unintentionally rude to the dispatcher and wants to make amends. Okay, we've got our like very RPG-esque kind of, all right, this is the shit that's like going on. These were the choices that were made just before we get in. I understand they were saying that the part for the beta that we play is not the start of the game. It's a little bit into the game, not too deep, but a little bit past the start. So I imagine these things would have been decisions that we could affect or change while coming in. Here, Joe is recommending a new thing. Oh, I think a mushroom in the mouth. Mushroom seems right. All right. We'll have to add that into it. Send me a message on Discord, and I will make that as a thing. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, for fuck's sake! There's more things. I'm expecting it to like hop into a cutscene. All right. What do we? Oh man. Okay. Oh, we can't play as a Martian. Come on, I wanted to be a Duster. Okay, so we've got choices. We get to pick our race and our specialty. So Belters are people who were born and live and work in space in the asteroid belt. They tend to have weaker muscle structure. They have bone deformities. They also tend to be very, very tall. That being said, they are people who have been born and grew up in space. They're very, very aware of how to maneuver in 3D space. They're very comfortable being in little to no gravity. They're really, really good at that kind of stuff, and they just very intimately understand the technology of the world around them, because if you don't, and your air cleaner craps out, or your water recycler fails, or, your engines are malfunctioning, you are dead. You don't get to be an adult if you don't understand the world around you in excruciating detail. So it looks like we've got an officer or a hacker. The other thing is with Earther. So obviously you came from Earth. You either had a really, really great upbringing and had the means and funds to have a better education and proper training before going out into the wider solar system, or you were a really, really poor person that just so happened to get picked up by someone looking for work in a dangerous, shitty environment out in space, and they were willing to hire you, and that got you out of the slums. This is where we make our decision. So are we a Belter? Are we born in space, or are we from Earth? Belter for maximum space traveling. Also have to go officer to check out the combat. Alright. I'm hearing Belter officer. Toss a coin? Joe's saying Belter? Alright, I think we have to do Belter. We gotta flip a coin. Okay, it also landed on Belter. Fates, chat, everybody has decided Belter. Alright, officer or hacker, guys? We already got a vote for officer. officer. 2 for officer. I flipped. The flip was hacker. That looks like 2-1 though for officer, so I think we're doing officer. I actually have a 2-sided die. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're starting this. We're finally beginning this. Oh man, guys, I'm like vibrating right now. I've got hair sticking up on the back of my neck. I'm way too hyped for this. Wait, I have to fix something. I guess I can't fix it. I was gonna say I should turn off my PNG tuber. We can't have air in space.
Oh, my man Zafar. Glad to see you.
Coffee? I've got a fresh pot.
Thanks. Can't imagine what hoops you jumped through to get the coffee, let alone the spices.
Every little joy is a candle. The more you light, the more life's darkness wanes.
Zafar and his metaphors. But you're right. The dark days are definitely upon us.
I was so worried about you, my friends. We couldn't contact the Piranha. Eros went silent. There was all kinds of speculation.
What exactly?
Talk about some outbreak and quarantine. All the while, the UN and Mars issue no official statements. As if they were blindsided by all of this.
All right, we get choices. Disease was spread on purpose. We're not exactly sure what happened. All right, what are we going with, guys? Not sure? All right, we're not sure exactly what happened.
We're not sure what happened there exactly. But the quarantine is definitely just a cover.
Is that why you're alone? Without Vic and the others?
Yes, no one else survived. They blew up the Piranha when it was leaving. Whoever destroyed the station didn't want witnesses. We didn't know these guys like you did, Zafar. Still, we're so sorry.
Such cruel irony. Not to die in combat, but on vacation. Report to Director O'Connell ASAP. I just have one question. Is this ship yours?
You could say that. She was our ticket off Eros.
She can be legally recognized as yours by right of salvage. If the previous owners are dead, of course.
Oh, they are.
You'll have to tell me that story later. Right now, this ship needs a checkup and a reprogrammed transponder.
Do you know anyone who could do that? Can you help? We haven't decided what to do with the ship yet. No, we're taking ship. I think it's an RPG game, so I think if you pick an officer, they probably just give you a female character in the beta. But I think you're allowed to choose whether you're male or female protagonist when you play the series. So when I play the main game, if it lets us choose the gender, I will let you guys decide if we're playing male or female. But you know what? I like the idea of playing as a female protagonist. All right. You know anyone who can do that?
You know anyone who can do that?
I can. That's easy.
If you don't mind, we'd really appreciate it. Sorry, but we need to go now. O'Connell's waiting.
Luna always carries with it the tides. I wish I knew what it is you carry. Good luck.
So, next up, report to the boss.
Right. Oh, that mouse is sensitive, but I kind of like it like that. I like being able to whip around quickly if I have to. Just the way they walk and everything, it's giving me Mass Effect vibes. Right, I think I am going to drop the sensitivity just for stream, because I feel like I'm whipping you guys around a little bit. Controls, mouse sensitivity, we will do, I don't know, 75%. There we go. Not as jerky. Activate the thing. Oh, their armor looks so cool.
Let's go visit Larry.
You can sprint.
Stop by and say hello. You think he'll be glad to see you? I called him a pain in the ass. I want to say sorry.
Data pad on the ground. Give me a lower jump? No, no lower jump. Is motion blur on? Yes, motion blur is on. Interact with anything over here? Does not seem so. Alright. Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, nope. I thought the game was highlighting it for interaction, but it's just got a little holographic on it. Okay, cool space station.
And now from Belter today. The explosion at the ice hauler Canterbury has caused a water supply crisis on Ceres and renewed discussion over the inevitability of a military conflict between Mars and Earth. One of the survivors, the executive officer of the Canterbury, James Holden, has published a video in which he declares that the ice hauler was destroyed by the MCRN. Mars denies all accusations. Holden's whereabouts remain unknown. Problems with the stable shipment of ice to Ceres have led to water supply disruptions throughout the station. Chaos in the streets of the Medina. Protests, riots, and attacks on inners. Starhelix security has blocked off certain key sectors. Epidemic on Eros. An unknown infection has been spreading among the residents of Eros, resulting from the disruption of air and water treatment systems. The station is currently under quarantine. No connection has yet to be established. Follow us for more of the latest from the belt and around the system.
Okay, cool, we got a little lore jump. Alright, I will turn off... I'm usually not one for motion blur, I just feel like this game could actually do it justice, but we'll turn it off. Where was it? It was in here somewhere. Was it just under gameplay? It's gotta be under graphics. Motion blur, off. There we go. Actually, yeah, you know what? With me whipping around the camera, it is kind of nicer without the motion blur.
Hey, people died out there.
And we still don't know why or how.
Okay, let's explore around a little bit. What do we have over here?
Welcome back to the station, Gemini.
Spare parts. I love spare parts. Case number 471. Name: Himitsu Jabon. Status: Station Cook. Contract is active. Origin: Earth. Remarks: regular requests for ingredients not included in the mercenary standard ration: tofu, cilantro, berries. Tried to start Green Mondays and Tuesday. The initiative scrapped after collective complaint. Unauthorized attempt to exit the station's hull. The goal was to figure out how to cook real space chips in a vacuum. Note, advise restricting access to menu planning. Oh, man. Yeah, so that's basically the vibe of an Earther, is, I don't know, but space? What could be the harm? Whereas a Belter's like, everything here will kill you. Be very smart about what you do, or you will be dead.
Nah, nothing's wrong. Management just ordered all the wires to be replaced. Grid modernization. New cables to be safer. Definitely won't hurt.
I don't doubt it. Well, good luck.
What do we got here? We get to... We have a mouse. Oh my god, I feel like I'm actually at a computer, guys. Alright, what do we have here? Files. Lunar to switch these. I guess there's only the one tab for now. Port number 214. First stage of pipe laying completed. Technicians have completed the first stage of pipe laying in Sector B, Airlock 2. Everything is ready for Stage 2, and no technical defects have been detected. Chief Technical Inspector Lori Mallow. To all Pinkwater 4 employees, quarterly reminder of basic safety rules for station surface work and maintenance. 1. Personal protective equipment. Always wear safety equipment, including helmets, gloves, and magnetic boots, before going out onto the surface. Strict compliance with communication protocols. Communicate with coworkers regularly. Provide clear updates on your status and promptly report any problems experienced while on the surface. Be aware of the location of emergency airwalks in case of an emergency. Follow established procedures and safely return to the station. It very much is. It is very much the most hostile environment. Let's see. Electronic transfer applications are accepted every 5th of the month. If you have any requests, please contact your direct commanding officer. Memo for interplanet operatives. On your first Pinkwater 4 visit, don't forget about your the Coriolis effect. Oh, shit. So this is where like the hard sci-fi comes into it. The Coriolis effect is a phenomenon that occurs when an object moves in a rotating environment, like the inside or outside surface of a rotating station. The Coriolis effect impacts life on the station. In a rotating environment, liquids behave differently, which affects plumbing, ventilation, and even your balance. The Coriolis effect can change the trajectory of your movements. To avoid collisions, watch your surroundings closely, especially when moving or performing delicate tasks on the surface. Use our complex training programs containing simulation exercises to learn more about the Coriolis effect and its consequences. It will help you better maintain your own and others' safety on Pinkwater 4's station. Let's see here. Dorktet stealing resources again. Who gets the name Dorktet? It just sounds like 4 dorks. Coriolis' effect, where the one where spin top changes spin direction. No, that is a centrifugal wobble, which causes that, which is a different effect, and it does have its own name, but I can't remember the name of it. But they're kind of similar. In the Coriolis effect, the thing is, the Coriolis effect is like what drives hurricanes to spin one way or another. When you're on a rotating space station like this, because of the Coriolis effect, let's say if I went to pour out some water from a water bottle into a glass. On Earth, we don't really experience the Coriolis effect because we're not on as tight a spinning structure. So it's very muted on Earth. So when you pour something out of the bottle into the glass on Earth, it basically falls straight down. On a station like this, because we're moving so quickly to approximate probably about 1/3 of Earth's gravity, that straight down motion of water is actually going to be not quite. Because by the time that water has fallen like halfway between your bottle and the glass, the station is already moved probably like a foot. So in that like half-second time, the water has drifted about a foot to the right or left of the direct of where you were, putting your glass. So it's going to have essentially a lag time behind the motion of the station. So instead of pouring straight down, you're going to want to put your glass maybe like a foot to the side of where you're pouring, and then the water will go into it. And you need to know what direction the station is spinning, because if you put it to a foot ahead of spin instead of behind spin, well, then you're going to be 2 feet off the mark and pour the water all over the table. So that's going to be the result of the Coriolis effect. And you have to be aware of that on a structure like this, spinning as rapidly as it is, to approximate through centrifugal force Earth's gravity. Actually, I should say centripetal force. Centrifugal force only exists within an external reference point. When we're all spinning together, we're only experiencing centripetal force. God damn. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. Alright, what is this? The Dorktet stealing resources again. I don't mean to be a pest, but our supplies are being stolen again. We have the renowned Dorktet from maintenance, whose foreplay, okay, it is 4 dorks. Okay, they're literal about that. Those 4 play some kind of dumb board game. I won't mind, play all you want, but one of those morons actually spaced a capsule with the Dusty Keeper's treasure, and now some other morons are gonna come looking for it. They're wasting company fuel. Please handle this, inserting a copy of the message as proof. GM Raffi. So, brave defenders, you have earned some peace and reward. The Dusty Keeper's treasure awaits you near these coordinates. Oh my god. This is the final gift from the fallen defender of the Crooked Orbit Kingdom. Good luck, adventurers. P.S. Cool idea, huh? Time to take our campaign to the next level. By the way, the next game has been postponed till Thursday. Get a business trip to Callisto. God. I watch you because you're a nerd. Like, watch me explain stuff. I'm glad you enjoy that. But yeah, no, I do kind of hope. I was literally about to load up Corel and like literally draw out how the Coriolis effect will affect, like I said, like pouring water on a station. But I'm hoping we'll just get like an example of it in a cutscene, or we'll go by a kitchen, and we'll see what's going on there, because it is cool effect to witness. Can I interact with these? No, I cannot. All right. Oh, we got windows on the station. Okay, so we can see outside. I think most of this stuff is probably blocked off. Treasure chest. Take some aluminums.
Only we don't even get a word from the survivors after their rescue. I won't believe they're alive until I see another video from Holden.
It's time to lock down dispatch.
Larry, there's a weird blip on the LiDAR.
That's my future. I'm gonna throw myself out of the airlock if I'm not left in peace.
I'm serious. This spot is a degree hotter than the surrounding space.
Probably a dust cloud or some debris. It happens.
Feel like we should be concerned about that.
Hi, Larry. We're back.
And hi to you too. I wish I could pretend that I'm too busy and don't have time to talk. But I'm on a break.
Oh, come on. I'm really glad to see you. And I'm sorry for calling you a pain in the ass.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Why so glum?
Why so glum?
It all started in childhood. My father was a tyrant, and my mother was a typical unfulfilled housewife.
Sounds like a setup for a sitcom. Wait, are you serious? Sorry, go on.
When my father died, Mom directed all her resentment on me. Now she's upset I don't visit her on Ceres. I wanted to send her a gift, but Luciana charges an arm and a leg for delivery. That's why I'm so glum, as you put it.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw that hand wipe motion he did to her, but that literally, it's a Belter hand gesture for fuck off. That being said, I should probably point this out, because Belters live and work in space, and a lot of times, because of that, they'll be in full spacesuit and at distances from each other. Typical hand gestures, like giving like the middle finger, don't really work at long distances in a big bulky spacesuit. So they've got much more broad, complex ways in body language to indicate go fuck yourself, which I love that. Let's see. What's the gift?
What gift will you give her?
Ah, well, it's just a painting. She loves homemade things.
When did you have time to paint something?
I painted during what others call free time, but I just call it the brief moment between work and sleep. Each day, bit by bit, and voila. It's not that big a deal.
All right, are we gonna offer to deliver it for him, or are we gonna be like, all right, cool, bye? Blaze told you get to tease Joe all you want. Okay, fine, you get to tease Joe. Do the side quest? All right, we're doing it. We can help deliver.
We can deliver the gift to your mom. Yeah, I want something good to happen today. I'm tired of all this despair.
Oh, that would be really nice. My mom is sick of waiting, and she's pissed. Won't answer any of my calls. Just snaps at me if we do talk. Okay, deal. I'll ask someone to bring my painting by the ship while you speak to O'Connell. And please, don't open the package. Thank you.
Alright, see you around.
See you, Larry.
See you later.
Okay, tab to open journal. Tab isn't really doing anything right now, but it might also... Yep, neither is... Oh, there we go. Camera, like, had a spasm. Oh, okay, so it literally goes to her arm. Okay, cool. Quest journal. Gift. The spaced treasure. Dr. Oscar O'Connell. Was only supposed to be a short vacation on Eros turned into a nightmare. Only the survivors know the truth. Now they must bring the grave news to Pinkwater 4, where the ill-fated piranha set off for her final flight. Oh my god, perfect gift. Yes, cat painting. That's a good catch, Crazy Kane. Anyway, oh, we get a map. Oh, we don't get a map. Okay. Skill trees. Shooter. Gadgets. Survivalist leader. Persuasion. Engineering. Personal. Techie Mang. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what techie means, but it probably means tech. I know Mang is the Lang Belta for man or person. So techie Mang. Tech person. Tech dude. Tech whatever. Wait a minute. Wait. What did I hit here? What happens if I hit R? Oh, okay. So we get to your skills and your colleague's skill, your twin skills. Cool. We have skill points. I'm level 4 right now. Okay, looks like we already have some of these. We got our damage boost. 25% rate of fire with non-automatic weapons. Ooh. Okay, we don't have any points or whatever for this. We're close. Oh, no, 95 out of 1,000. We are not close to leveling up. Okay. Hey, Wolf Fighter, welcome on in. All right, you gotta go now, Terry? All right, have a good one.
Have they replaced the pipeline in the residential sector yet? What about the pressure adjustments?
I've always liked the view from here. On the axis at the second semi-ring. But man, is it better with our girl out there.
Okay, the power grid's fine. I'll adjust the clamps now.
Oh, careful.
Oh man, that's gonna be our ship. Ooh, I found a thing. Conversation, condemnation, consolidation. At Cruxy, Oye Jenkins. Oye. Jenkins was trying to cling to the ventilation sensor again. Vedi MK? Did you see? Oh man, they got the Lang Belta translator on. Ha! I'll never get tired of watching this, Shetakoyo. Shetakoyo. Shithead. Depot. The D&D, yesterday, his terminal flew away, and he jumped, bulkhead first, 2 times. Rilma. If he says, I just need to get used to it one more time, I'll arrange some basic flyboy training for him. Cruxy. Too mang, so heavy. It's like they fall through the floor, even at 0. Rilma sucks, there's no floor. Yes, dude's gonna float off into space. Any other things here that we can grab? Ooh, lockers. We got goodies in the locker. We got wires. Targeting system and credits. Oh holy shit! Hey Wolf Fighter, thank you for the raid. Let me get you with that shout out. There we go. But yes, welcome in, Raiders. What were you playing? You're just doing chatting? Alright. What were you chatting about? Oh, I bumped a thing and stuff fell out. There's actual, like, physics in the environment here. Kind of funny. Want to knock the box off the table. Oh, just ran into somebody. Whoops. Okay, I guess I can't knock box off. Can I just melee? Casually? No. Damn.
And Prisha's here. I thought she was on vacation.
Since Prisha, is that Prisha? No, this must be Prisha.
You just got back, darling.
Oh, nope.
I'm sorry, but dinner's not ready yet.
Ooh, Shimizu. Smells so good.
Of course, I know my stuff. I'm starting to suspect you only come back to the station for my cooking.
What do they have on the menu? Desserts with synth gels. Oh man, I love synth gels. Oh, algae flatbread, lentil and mushroom stew, protein bites with a smoky tomato glaze. Ooh, update tonight, new season hints for Fortnite. Fun, fun. It should.
O'Connell's pissed as all hell.
I'm telling you, Larry's a cool guy. He just kills it with his jokes.
What are you talking about? I've never seen someone so miserable. Is there another Larry I don't know about?
Larry from Dispatch, yeah.
Larry jokes. Now that is a good one.
It's a thing. Harry Demiba. Status, former dispatch technician. Contract was terminated as own request. Origin, Mars. Remarks, verbal warning for using inappropriate tone with management. Internal investigation, repeatedly conceded tardiness of partner L. Lindquist. Refused to accept bonus in protest against the increased workload in dispatch department. Note, didn't return all company property. Returned work equipment, kept the mug. Ah, how dare he keep the mug. Advise against the signing of future contracts. Yeah, no, we'll be out all of our mugs if we keep hiring him back. Stuff here? Nope, can't take it. Locked.
Hey, I've got a question. An important one. What if O'Connell confiscates our ship? His motto is always, everything for the common good, eh? But this ship saved us just like we saved her. She's ours now. I'm sure O'Connell will do whatever headquarters tells him. Whatever happens, happens.
Alright, director's quarters. Alright, let's talk to him.
Sir.
Yes, he mugged him.
I want an explanation. Where's Vic? Where's the Piranha? What's with the new ship in my damn stable?
The Piranha was destroyed, sir. Captain Barros and the whole crew died in the line of duty.
What? What the? Who we up against?
They didn't exactly introduce themselves. The station was infected by an unknown bioweapon, presumably. It was a planned op. A bunch of guys with guns assured word didn't get out. They're the ones who destroyed the Piranha. The ship we escaped on belonged to them. We fought our way on board.
Wait. The news is saying there was an outbreak. HQ reported that even our UN contact doesn't know the whole story. Not a word about shots fired. Or ships being destroyed. Only the quarantine.
Quarantine, yes. But this disease, or whatever it is, was brought there on purpose. We barely escaped.
An outbreak? The Piranha? This is insane.
See, you have to believe us. I don't need to convince you. Alright, which one are we doing? Are we doing the you gotta believe us, or we don't need to convince you? Don't need to convince? Right, don't need to convince you.
You know, I'm not going to waste time convincing you. We were to report on the Piranha status, which we did.
This isn't a report. It's complete bollocks. Why should I believe you?
Sir, please listen. An unknown ship is approaching the station. Appeared right in front of us. The radars were clear.
Take what I'm on patrol. Two criminals have taken refuge at your feet. I'm going to arrest them for stealing Protogen Company property.
Protogen? I remember that brute. We saw her on Eros.
Shit, the protogens have arrived.
Somebody hacked our comms. And not only that, the docking system isn't responding. They want to...
We are preparing to board the station and commandeer our ship. Do not interfere.
Oh shit, we have a protogen ship? Oh god. I don't know if we want that.
Boarding my station. Handing out orders. Protogen will easily turn this into a massacre if they want.
No, they want to kill us. We have seen too much.
They're the ones who destroyed Eros, and now they come for us? If you hand us over, we're done for.
I can't. Shit. I'm responsible not only for you, but for the whole station full of other people. What do you want from me?
Okay. Cover us. Order everyone to take arms. Human lives are more important. We'll find a way out. Alright, do we do persuasion, or do we just be like, we'll figure it out on our own? Hey, Patch. Persuasion? Coin flip? Persuade him? Alright, it sounds like persuade him. Fate also on the coin flip says persuade, so we're doing that.
Cover us. Order everyone to take arms and defend the station. We'll all have a chance of surviving if everyone backs us up. Even if you surrender the station peacefully, Protogen will just fly away. We witnessed what they did on Eros, and they'll kill anyone we've had contact with.
Can they really do this?
They hacked our comms instead of contacting you officially. That doesn't bother you at all?
Yeah, they didn't ask for permission to land.
Give up my station without a fight.
Thank you, Oscar. We won't forget this.
Now, climb into the vent. Get to your ship, and good goddamn riddance. We'll cover you.
Thank you, sir. And see you around.
Okay, combat basics. To take cover, aim at the cover you wish to use and press space. Use right click to aim, left click to fire. To change your weapon, use the mouse wheel. To reload your weapon, press R. Activate your gadgets with the 1, 2, or 3 buttons. Alright. Combat survival. To regenerate health and armor, avoid taking damage for a period of time. You can use cover to shield yourself from attacks. For emergency armor repair and health regeneration, use repair foam F. Right. Giving commands to companions. To direct your companions toward a target, aim at it, and press Q. While the engage order is active, your companion will deal increased damage and then use their signature gadget. To perform an exploit, hover over the companion's portrait icon and press Q. They'll make use of their surroundings to deal damage to multiple targets at once. Alright. Wait, how do we do this? Okay, I see there. So, targets in cover and stuff will get an option for me to, like, basically say, yeah, hit those guys in cover. Alright. What else do we have here? Yes, F for foam. I guess that makes sense now. Well, tactical pause. Okay, not tactical pulse, tactical pause. Well, tactical pause mode, F is active. You can issue commands. Yeah, sorry, 4 is repair. F is to pause. Okay, you can issue commands to your companions and choose targets for your gadgets at your own pace. While pause, use A and D to switch between your squad mates, aim at the target, and press the chosen ability. Press F to exit tactical pause and return to combat. Okay. F is for friends who do stuff together. Oh shit!
Slicker than a slingshotter. Advance!
Oh shit.
I'm out. Need a medic.
Good one.
Damn. All right, that's a
That's
bit of
all of it.
carnage. Got credits. Got loot.
Hang in there, and good luck.
Okay, so just walk over bodies to pick up ammo. Got it.
Gemini, do you copy? Over.
We copy. Zafar, our own personal search and rescue.
I'm on the Mott's Bridge, looking at the tactical map and the feeds from your suits. I've got company, and locked doors aren't going to keep them out for long.
So they'll snatch up our ship if we don't hurry.
I'll guide you through. Follow my thread.
Don't forget about your gadgets. Ah, yes, yes, I need to make use of the gadgets. All right. Okay, ready. Take us there.
We're ready. Take us to the ship.
Advance to the door. There'll be a technical corridor behind it. I'll plan you an evac route. Stand by.
Loud and clear. We could use some ship support.
Water soldiers, this station is now under my command. Interference with Protogen staff is inadvisable, and will be dealt with.
Oh no, they're dead.
Protogen is a private security company, just like Pinkwater. What the hell are they doing? Let's ask them over dinner sometime. Hostiles are likely close. Left side has a good vantage point. Perfect for an ambush.
All right, taking a sip. You have a lizard race mod? Why not just play as an Argonian? Oh, it's a mod for the lizard race that you have in Skyrim. Ah, okay. Okay, what do we have over here? Jeez, they have literally just slaughtered everybody.
Sector is hot. Eagle eye. Sights on that one. So compromised.
Taking fire.
Okay, let's use that tactical pause. That worked!
One, two, advance! Good one. Zafar, where to next?
You need to throw them off your scent. Get out onto the station's hull. There's an airlock right next to you.
Roger that. Jay, let's get out there.
What's over here? Search. Credits. Okay, there's the airlock. We go up. Sus mod.
You know, it used to be that the infinity of space terrified me.
And when did it stop?
And I realized that actually, it's freedom.
Oh man, that is such a pretty sky.
I blocked the airlock. This should stop them.
We're on different sides of the semi-ring, but there's a protogen ship docked near me. They're looking for you. It's too dangerous to go straight through. Do you see an elevator in front of you? It'll take you to the station's access. Then, return to the semi-ring. You can reach the Mott while bypassing enemy forces.
Okay, I just did a perception check. Guess I noticed this.
Eros, the Piranha, and now this? We've got ourselves into something extremely dangerous. We're like slingshotters doing some crazy maneuver. But someone messed up all our calculations and is just waiting for us to burn up.
Sorry for interrupting. Almost done reconfiguring the transponder codes. That means no more Mott. But the ship needs a new name to complete the process.
Not the best timing. But my sister and I will think of something. What the? We're sitting ducks out here! There's our exit! Go! I've got your 6. Sector is hot. Suppress the enemy!
Yeah, well, the bot seems to be working. Maybe I just don't have a command.
Slicker than a slingshotter.
Advancing on their flank!
Seeing a beam over there. Sniper? Oh, yep.
Target moving in. Engage! Observing the enemy. I hear them come. We'll make them move. 1, 2, advance!
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Focus! We need them dead.
Okay, so if I don't have the healing equipment, I can't get revived. Alright, good to know.
You're already in my sight.
Target in sight. Engaging.
Damn it. Okay, those snipers hit hard. And I have no more heals.
Observing the enemy. Focus fire on my mark.
Locking on target.
Oh, shit.
Eagle eye. Sights on that one. 1, 2, advance!
Time to end this.
Okay, what is 3's ability?
Good one.
We're already
Not like this!
Okay. The grenade has a little propellant canister in it for space. It's kind of cool.
You're already in my guts. Suppress the enemy! Taking flank.
Oh, shit.
Slicker than a slingshotter.
Taking flank. Time to flush you out.
Good. I don't have a way to not be burning.
Coolly discovered good vibes. C5.
Also, MZ and hi!
Graphics memes. Joe told me gamble away my life savings.
And yes, MZN, yes, there's a beta out for people who've pre-ordered the game for like the collector's edition. So I'm giving it a strab. Oh my god, it's fun though. I need to lock in on the combat. I need to use my abilities more.
Eros, the Piranha, and now this? We've got ourselves into something extremely dangerous. We're like slingshotters doing some crazy maneuver.
Yourself.
Someone messed up all our calculations and is just waiting for us to burn up.
Sorry for interrupting. Almost done reconfiguring the transponder codes. That means no more month. But the ship needs a new name to complete the process.
Not the best timing. But my sister and I will think of something. What the? We're sitting ducks out here! There's our exit!
You, madame, are an Omega.
Go! I've got your 6. Sector is hot. Good one.
Target in sight. Engaging. God damn! I'm hit.
Slicker than a slingshotter.
That worked.
The enemy.
I need more ammo.
You're already in my sight. Hold it, fire!
Oh, shit. Damn.
I'll clear this place right out. Eagle eye. Sights on that one. Taking flank. Ha!
You're getting too comfortable over there. Focus fire on the mark. Taking fire. You're already in my guts.
Oh wait, that's my sister. No, don't shoot there. All right, there we go.
Good one. We need them dead.
Great. That one down. Oh, I got an SMG. All right, SMG time. There we go. That works. Ow.
Need a fallback. Advancing on that flank. Eagle eye. Sights on that one. Advance. They won't give me that. easy. Time to end this.
What is... Oh, there's one right there. I'm going like, what's hitting me?
Good one. Yeah. That one went deep. Eagle eye. Sights on that one. Say goodbye. One by one. Target moving in.
Got him. Nope, we're not. Bruh just doesn't want to die.
Fire on my mark.
There we go. Now I got him.
It's taking fire.
Oh, wow. Okay, the grenade will chase the target. That's kind of funny.
Alright, we need an elevator to the semi-ring. The mop's not far from there.
Okay, and ammo. Desperately need ammo. Just give me all the munitions.
Funny system. You can't get into it without turning off the radiators. If only I knew where the power supply units were. I hope at least this elevator works out. No one seems to be around. Get back! Protogen clearly has something personal against elevators. Head for the semi-ring. I'm right behind you.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So close. It's easy. We just need to take into account the Coriolis force and the rotation of the station.
Oh, shit. Yep. I am feeling that rotation. Oh my god. Okay.
Debris incoming!
Have to counter for the spin. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Because as I'm going forward, the station is rotating away from me, and you have to counter for that.
Hey! We need to fly over to the semi-ring and fast. Can you fly? Yeah. The brute can't reach us with all the debris, but we'll die if we don't make it to the station. Easy does it. The station is moving. We can't afford to miscalculate the trajectory. We got this. Otherwise, we're dead. Cam ring rotation? Yes. You alright? 5 out of 5. Just a little bit more to go. Another cosmic leap of faith. This is getting to become a habit. Now we're on the same side of the semi-ring as the ship, right? Yeah, almost there.
The Protogen ship is just undocked. It's scanning the hull, looking for you. Advance, on the double. You'll see an airlock leading inside.
Also, Joe, thanks for giving the butthead pets. Also, now that we've got an enemy ship flying around, that's going to be fun. Uh-oh.
The antenna was shot off with PVC. They want to cut off Pinkwater's ability to communicate with the outside world. Interesting. Looks like the ship only has 4 PVCs. There are at least 6 of them on Martian frigates.
4 is more than enough to kill both the antenna and us. You mentioned the airlock. Where is it?
Right ahead, about 50 meters.
getting there is suicide. Stand by. I'll figure something out.
Hey, look. There's another airlock here, and it's much closer.
It leads to a damaged sector. Be patient.
It leads to a damage center. Be patient. Nope, I've already pulled the thing. We're going. I am not taking my chances with a stealth frigate like that.
You're lucky the protogen ship didn't detect you. But why didn't you go down the airlock I mentioned?
Sorry, but the situation was way too hot.
What happened here?
They were upgrading the station's temperature control system. Then our uninvited guests interfered. The coolant leaks in some places. Be careful. The substance is quite toxic.
Spare parts. Avoid the nasty stuff. Crawl through the vents.
Huh. The coolant can damage the armor.
Exterior. What do we do? We need to stop this somehow. What if we blow a hole in the pipe? Will it affect the pressure and the size of the leakage?
Oh, I see it. That's what I was trying to do originally, but I was just shooting the wrong spot. All right.
Almost just got boiled like dumplings.
Okay. Glowing orange object. Air shoots above it. Yeah, I know.
I hope we didn't freeze the station and the guys fix this fast.
Listen, I think we can all agree I'm terrible at perception checks. Alright, what's behind the door? Alright, athletics check. Ooh, AP rounds. Okay, that'll be fun. I think we might need that because those guys were tanky. Equipment. Incendiary rounds, frag grenade. So that's what my number 2 was. Okay, incendiaries, but we need AP. There we go. Okay, we got 2 uses of AP rounds. Skill tree air? Oh yeah, skill tree. Okay, we've got a point. Okay, 0 in exploration. We don't have personal unlocked. But we can do combat. And then what about our twin? They also have a point we can apply. Okay, do we want to boost our armor? Or what do we have for gadgets? Oh, cooldown on our gadgets. Or more damage. So damage, cooldown, survival. What's leader? 30% companion weapon damage when engaged. That also might be helpful. What are you guys thinking? Boost companion damage when I give them an order? Or do we boost our damage? Boost our defense? Or make our gadgets cool down quicker? Leader, since you lose it a lot? Alright, that's fair. I have been kind of poking at it a bit. Oh, wait. I guess I already have that one. All right, so companion armor. I mean, they haven't had an issue. Oh. Minus 55% engagement cooldown. That might actually be really good. Or longer duration. You know what? No, I think I need a better cooldown. There we go. That is our combat point. And let's go to our sister's tree, and then you know what? More damage to heavily armored enemies. I think we have to do that. She's gonna help us take down the heavies. Oop, I hit the wrong button. I want to go down.
What? They were here already?
Zafar, how do we open this door?
The alarm. You need to turn it off. The IT center will be at the end of the corridor, on your left. The terminal you need is in there.
Yeah, take your gun. Also, take you your gun. I'm still gonna take your money. Also, I'm waiting to be ambushed as I go through a door, because it's one of the things from the Expanse is literally a phrase, doors and corners, that's where they get you. Alarm mode, off. Compartment lockdown, off.
All done. Door's open, we can go.
Barracks? Sanitation unit. Oh my god, reflections, kind of. Credits. Tequila. Oh my god, they killed him in the shitter. Damn, that's ruthless. Fabric. Don't know what to do. Buddy, do you remember Wana? I was writing a couple of times. I built her from loading jobs. Smart, blunt, always running and dancing around like she has a rocket booster inside her heels. So we're good. Really good. Started thinking about bringing her to my folks. Want to show her my old stomping grounds. I told my mom and she was all excited about the dinner menu. But Wana says she won't be able to handle Earth's G's. And she's right. Shit. Why did I blab to my mom so soon? I got my hopes up, wasn't thinking clearly. And now I'm just sitting here, looking at it all. And the ring. Dunno. Maybe it's just fly my parents to orbit? So that's one of the things that's a problem with
should have
Belters.
recorded everything.
Right. I'd like to know how Protogen's going to explain attacking a private station. Although, after Eros...
Yeah, no, there's gonna be no recordings of this.
Just the other day, I was worrying about what to order from Luciana. How to get along with O'Connell. How to not fight with Vic. But now we're being hunted by some very dangerous people. As soon as Zafar reprograms the transponder, we disappear and leave all this behind. Maybe it's for the best. I didn't like doing it only for the money. I want freedom, not some new chains.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. $55. Maybe? Oh, there we go. Fire control digital subsystem. Alright, let's see what we have here. Equipment. Prolongation interface. 30% timed ability duration, minus 20% timed ability cooldown. 50% ammunition ability damage. Oh, absolutely. Definitely missed something back at the elevator.
Have you thought of a name for the ship?
Jay and I escaped from Eros on the ship. I want to name her after us, but I don't have any ideas to...
Oh.
If you had surrendered, the consequences would have been almost painless. But you didn't. Your mistake.
A personalized greeting. What an honor.
Was this like a weapon upgrade? Oh, it is a weapon upgrade station. Okay, cool. Okay. Damn, we don't have the supplies for these. We do for that, though. I think we're doing this. Boosting our crit. Just a little bit. Yeah, we don't have the, do we? It says we only have 1 of 3 aluminum alloy. Interesting. Still let me apply it. Okay, interesting.
I've never seen an arsenal so empty. If all the weapons had
Prepare
been
phone
here, it would have been a
credits.
real massacre.
New recruit physicals. Ricardo Svensson. Mobility is like a rusty drone, but pumps more than anyone. Has high endurance, discipline okay. At first jerked around in 0G like a potato sack, but better now. There's progress. Hugo Verma. Discipline and general physical condition excellent. Maintains gravitational center perfectly. On bad terms with 0G for now, but learns fast. Come to me with a detailed history and analysis of his own training sessions. This Martian will make a great soldier. Juan Pena. Moves perfectly in 0G. Fast, precise. Not a single unnecessary move, but gets all glued to the floor but in any Gs. Belters are always like that. Not strong enough, but maneuverability and reaction time are good. Lacks discipline. Late twice. No apologies. Yeah, it does. I think it's good. I'm going to have fun with the upgrade system in this game. Combat coordination. Okay, so extra armor, 10% deployable firing capacity, plus 15% companion damage against engaged targets. Yes. Boost that up. Hopefully now we're going to be able to hit harder. Give me ammos. Yes. There we go. I think we're well stocked now. Order C1. I don't trust there not to be. Oh, shit.
Jake, take cover! Have you seen that blue shit on their armor? We can't penetrate it. It must have some weak point. Larry?
Okay, now let's go.
Bruh.
You're right on time.
They definitely don't pay me enough.
Didn't think you had it in you. First painting, now this. But you could have gotten yourself killed. How's your shoulder?
Fine. I'll survive.
Yes, I know. I hope he lives too so that we can deliver the painting and he can get good with his mum. Alright. How did you get here? That was insane. What were you thinking? You didn't have to do that. We have armor. We owe you.
Thank you, Larry. We owe you big time. I don't even know what would have happened if you hadn't closed the airlock.
I'll add useful and decisive to my resume. I guess it's true now. Alright. Now, honestly, I've never willingly thrown myself into incoming fire. Or unwillingly, for that matter. Oh, I need to catch my breath.
I'll say, you could have been killed.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
You want to come with us? How did they manage to dock? Okay. Yeah, come with us.
Do you want to come with us?
I'm not a mercenary or a soldier. I'm a dispatcher. I don't even have armor. I'd better go to the terminal and contact anyone else who needs help.
How did they manage to dock?
How did they manage to dock?
Their ship appeared at the very last moment. They hacked our comms and docking system, and here we are.
Aren't many of them, but goddamn these stealth ships. I don't even know what equipment can detect them, but definitely not ours.
I used to think that only Martians had stealth tech. Hey, wait. They said you stole their ship. Is that true?
On Eros, we...
You know what? I don't want to know. The less I know, the better if they interrogate me. Yeah.
Bruh, I don't think they're gonna interrogate you.
We need to go.
I'll head to the terminals and try to figure out how to help the others. Good luck. And if you do get out of here, don't forget about my mom's gift. Tell her I'm fine.
This man is a madman. Anyone who's staying on this station is dead.
Almost there. If you can just deactivate the clamps in the command center, the Mott will be free.
Target in sight. Engaging.
Good one.
You're getting too comfortable over there.
Advancing on their flank.
Oh, we can shoot pipes and burn people. Okay, good to know.
Time to end.
Clearing zone.
Good one. Slicker than a slingshotter.
Ow.
Need a fallback.
White spectrum strike.
Not like this.
Clearing zone.
Okay, you've got like a heal drone. Shit.
Ready to commence white spectrum strike. Clearing zone.
Good one.
God damn! I'm hit. That worked.
Slicker than a slingshotter.
Bastard. Okay, that person is way too optimistic after I just, like, killed their heavy.
One, two, advance! Good one.
You're getting too comfortable over there.
Let's see how much momentum they can handle. That's all of them.
Okay. The shoulder swapping camera is a little buggy because sometimes I'll be at a corner like this and just peeking out. Oh, it's not doing it now, but it kept on swapping to my left shoulder when it's like, no, 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 no. You need to stay on the right. If I'm over here, I need you on my left. Okay, there we go. Let's not forget the slight heat signature at the beginning. Oh no, that was absolutely their ship, which I'm realizing now is the Osiris, which is not good.
Fuckers. They killed everyone and stole the servers. What for?
Those servers have our Pinkwater 4 employee database, but it's encrypted. It seems they were unable to break the code.
But if they do, they'll know everything about us. Appearance, biometrics, account numbers, even our favorite bar.
Ooh, focus drugs. But yeah, that's what happens when you get interrogated by Protogen. There's you don't survive.
There's a docking issue. The second clamp's still holding the mott. Can you deactivate it manually? There's a terminal below.
Sector is hot.
Also, do we have the map yet?
To advance.
Not skill tree. Oop, local map. No local data. Damn it.
Focus fire on my mark.
Yeah, I've always been of the opinion actions speak louder than words. Say a word and another salvo is on its way.
Okay, cool. So we have a ship with PDCs that we can blast to the walls.
Target in sight. Engaging.
1, 2, advance!
Space. Come on. Come on, get in cover. It's a flat surface. Get in cover. Actually, do I have the ability to crouch? Oh, I have the ability to dash.
Not bad. Let's keep it that way.
More repair foam. Grab the ammo. Okay, I guess the magician objective is over. Ah, okay, it's not the screen, it's this thing.
Sector is hot. Look out! Sniper's up top!
I'm on it. Just stay with.
Do it!
Give them hell. Under fire from dispatch.
I can help, but Larry won't be happy about it.
Safar, fill him with lead. They won't get me that easy. I'll clear this place right out. Eagle eye. Sights on that one. Eagle eye. Sights on that one.
Bye-bye.
Firing on multiple targets.
Oh, shit. Well, there goes that cover.
The Brute's here with an armored escort.
Even their armor won't stand a chance against PDC fire.
Come on! Push them back! Positions!
Shake these bastards again! Zafar, we can't penetrate their armor!
PDC will test its strength.
Fire! Take cover! Now!
No visuals on target. Retreat to the airlock.
This is our chance. Let's go!
They're escaping! Fire! Fire! Fire!
This'll hold them.
The computer has uploaded your call sign as the ship's name. I need authorization.
Granted. Let's get out of here.
Oh my god, I can't believe they shot O'Connell.
Prepare the thermonuclear charges.
Pinkwater 4, don't lose hope. Everyone will know what happened.
Oh my god, they killed Larry! I mean, it was obvious that they were gonna kill Larry. There was gonna be no surviving this. But oh my god, they killed Larry! Damn. Alright, so that's the beta. Oh, that was fun though. Yeah, rip Larry. I can't believe they do Larry dirty like that. But they absolutely did Larry dirty like that. Anyway, so yeah, that is the beta. Micro Relic just got an update. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm looking forward though to when this game comes out. I want to see. Really want to know where the plot's gonna go with this, because there's a lot of stuff that can happen in there. Did I buy Micro Relic? I don't think I have it here. Let me check my Steam really quick. Nah, I just have when we played the demo. How much is Micro Relic right now, anyways? It's $20. I don't know when I'm gonna end up actually playing it though, so I do have it on my wish list. So I will wait for it to like be on sale. Alright guys, we do have an option here for Survey Monkey. Let's do their little Survey Monkey together. Alright, what is your age? I'm old, guys. I'm old. I don't know. I'm a dude, I guess. What part of the world do you live? North America. Which platform did you play Osiris Reborn? PC, Steam. Mouse and keyboard. All right, what did you guys think of the combat? I'm hoping it looked fun to watch. It did feel a little stiff at times. It might also just because we were on the higher difficulty and the enemies were toughly armored. I thought it was good, though there were times where I tried to, get into cover or up against an object and it feel like it didn't quite do that. Yeah, it's good, but needs work. I'm gonna say 4. How did combat feel to you? Interesting and engaging. Some combat encounters were not interesting enough. I'm gonna go with this. It was engaging, but it felt like the weapons just didn't hit hard enough. Again, same thing with the camera sometimes being like, oh, you're trying to look around the right side of a corner, I have switched to the left shoulder. And it's like, no. If I'm trying to look around on the right, keep the camera on the right. If I'm trying to look around to the left, keep the camera on the left. And the game seemed to be confused about what to do there. Hi, Gargamel. Welcome on in. Let's see. Did you rely on your companion's help? Yes, I used Jay's help a lot and found it useful. They were definitely helpful to point at enemies and be like, grenade them. Was the difference between enemies clear to you? I could clearly tell the distinction between the different types of enemies. Yes. I think they did a good job on design, color cues, silhouetting. It was obvious whether I was fighting a light guy or a heavy guy or a medium guy. There was like a couple different types of mediums in between. That felt good. That was straightforward. Alright, here's my weapons abilities slider. I think I relied a bit more on my weapons than I did abilities. But the abilities did come in clutch a lot of times. So I'm going to say, I don't know, 69 for weapons. 80? Okay, 80. Yeah, that's the thing. I used the grenade a bunch. I used the AP, although I only had 2 uses on armor penetrating. So I kind of held back, but yeah, I didn't really use the incendiary ammo that much. And then there was a tactical scan that I just didn't use. All right, so yeah, let's go with 80. It's probably that I need to just get more used to using it. I'm also not used to using 1, 2, 3, and 4 on my keyboard for ability and weapon selects. I'm used to things being on Q and E. So that might be it. But yes, I need to get better with my ability use. I probably would have remapped the abilities to keys I use more frequently. Except the key mapping wasn't... I don't know if it wasn't working or just wasn't clear to me. But it didn't seem like I could just click on a button and remap it. I didn't use it at all. I think the Kovac 42 is the default assault rifle. Yes, so... Rate the following experience with the firearms. 1 is lowest, 5 is highest. The assault rifle felt good. It didn't feel quite punchy enough, but at the same time felt way more inaccurate than it should be. The SMG felt fine. It did a lot of damage, fired quickly, was reasonably accurate, especially for close range. Yeah, well, it was a good weapon. It's a good holdout weapon. It was a good one to, oh, this guy's getting close, let me pull out the SMG and just shred them. But yeah, at longer ranges, it didn't really hit that hard, so it always brought me back to the assault rifle, but I feel like the assault rifle needed to be a bit more accurate. Didn't use a shotgun, didn't use this guy, didn't use this guy, that guy, or those guys. I picked up a few of them, though. Frag grenade. I liked the frag grenade. I liked the ability to be like, frag grenade, see that guy? Go get him. And even when one of them was shifting in cover, it's got propellant jets on it, so it would redirect and like just yeet itself into them. So that was good. The tactical scanner I used, I didn't really see the advantage of it. Kind of highlighted enemies, but it didn't have like any... Maybe it was highlighting weak points, but it wasn't really doing it in a really obvious way. I'm not sure. I might just be lacking experience with it, or it might need upgrades to do better, but I didn't see value in this. Also highlighted the terrain. Alright, yeah, I didn't really notice anything super obvious when I was using it. Which, again, if I'm in combat and I'm using a scanner, it should be making things fairly clear what it's doing and where, because I want to filter out all the noise to be like, very obviously, this, that, these things are going on. So, I'm going to give it a 1. The incendiary rounds were okay. They weren't great. I didn't use the electrical. Didn't use this guy. Didn't use that guy. Gremlin. I did not use the Gremlin. I did use the AP wrist cannon, and I found it hit really hard and did good job, and I was very happy for it. So I'll give that one a 5. Did you have enough ammo? You know what? I'm gonna go with the I always had enough ammo, but I didn't like it. I didn't feel like I was really pressured much into trying new weapons, swapping things up. I felt like, yep, these guns I'm always flush with, they're fine. They were doing their job. I didn't feel a need to experiment or a pressure to really mess around. I kind of would prefer not to have ammo as readily available to push me more into, okay, I gotta lean on my sidearm more. Yeah, always had enough ammo, didn't like it. I feel like we need maybe a little less. Also, like, it felt like when I was walking over enemies, they're like, oh yeah, you walked over these 5 enemies. They all had full clips and a half. And it's like, okay, well, I don't need a full mag and a half off every corpse. Like, maybe give me like a half mag every now and again, reward me with a full. Oh yes, no, the sound design was very well done. Please rate the combat segment in space on the surface of the rotating station. I thought that was cool. I liked that. I also liked how the geometry wasn't just linear. There were parts flanking up to the side, so I was fighting and shooting, you know, to my lower right, to my upper left. All these different combat angles gives you a lot to work with in that sandbox. I think they did good there. How did you feel during the segment on the surface of the station? I felt fine. I didn't get sick. I think I was channeling my inner belter. If you have any specific feedback regarding the gameplay, please let us know. Specify within 600 characters. Let's see here. Okay. Preferred camera shoulder. I very much like in third-person shooters when I can just hit a button and just swap between looking over my left or the right shoulder. Animation seems stiff at times. During dialogue. between main character and another. Yeah, there's a part where she just kind of did the stretch and looked around randomly. Actually, I should just say doing idle animations. Which I felt kind of weird that she was just like randomly did stretches and was like looking at stuff going on to like her left on the station. I don't know if you guys caught that. It was like shortly after we had arrived. She just kind of like was looking out at stuff. That's the other thing I found weird when I was giving the signal to like go attack an enemy. If I'm in cover looking left, I'm pointing to the left, even though they're over the cover. So it looked weird. Instead of pointing like where I'm actually looking and towards the enemy, just did like generic point forward. But my forward for the character's orientation was to their left or right because they're in cover, leaning against the cover with their left or their right shoulder. So that was just kind of awkward too. That needs a little work. I don't know if we're at our 600 character limit. Alright, what do you guys think? Any feedback? Any suggestions? Here, what if I open a WordPad? How many words do we have? Does it give us a word count? Wow, it doesn't give us word count, it gives us character count. Alright. No other opinions? Suggestions, recommendations? I don't know. The AIIr felt a little inaccurate. And you know what? Honestly, the firing noise was a little light. It should have had a little more depth, kick, boomph to it. That's my personal opinion. Let's see. Make gadget cooldown more obvious. I think, cooldown, complete. More obvious. Alright, I think that's pretty good then. There we go. That's our feedback. Let's see, what do we have here? Rate the visuals of the beta overall. There was some pop-in, but I would say for level design and visuals, everything looked really, really cool. I like this. I'm going to say awesome. Characters and NPC overall, I'm going to say they looked good. It was clear who was who. Everyone was distinct. The designs looked really fantastic. Cutscenes and dialogues, sometime again, they felt a little stiff and forced. Not as free-flowing as I would have liked for a modern game, but still, like, really good. So, 4? Let's see. What do you think about the amount of cutscenes in the beta? Too few cutscenes. I wish there were more of them. You know what? I like the cutscenes where we had them. I felt that it was good to just kind of let us go mostly through it the way it was. And then when a big action sequence was happening, we had the cutscenes. So I think the amount of cutscenes was okay. Amount of cutscenes was just right, not too many, not too few. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was constantly being pulled out of the moment, pulled out of combat. I feel like cutscenes weren't happening every time I went into a room. They were happening when a big, really interesting event was going on to really draw my attention to it and get the cool angles and everything. I felt like they did it the right amount of times. There wasn't times where I was thinking, oh man, this doesn't look interesting enough. How much did you like the appearance of outfits and combat armor? I think the design was spot on. Everything looked fantastic. Appearance of the firearms? They were clear. It was obvious which gun was what. They looked like they had well-designed silhouettes. Everything looked, you know what, like it fit in universe. So even though I didn't feel like they felt as amazing as they could have, the appearance is definitely on point. Rate the overall quality of visuals and locations you saw in the beta. We only saw Pinkwater Station. Honestly, the space on the station, everything looked amazing. 5 stars. Visual design department, you know, these guys need a raise. Any specific feedback regarding the game's visual and graphics, please let us know. Please specify within 300 characters. I don't know, maybe improve the AO in some regions. Some areas did feel like they were overly bright, but then again, on like a very nice modern space station like this, that would kind of be expected. There we go. So that would be like my only thing. Maybe a little more darker, gritty lighting once we're in like actual combat and things are starting to fall apart. Improvement on visual. Oh, you know what? That's a good one. Yeah, improve visual cues on interactable objects, because there was a number of times I was walking up to something going like, oh, looks like I can do something with this, and then it's like, no, it's just a static object. It would benefit if it was more obvious when something can be interacted with. All right. I think that might be it. Any other suggestions, anyone? Also, I feel like they did pretty good so far. Because again, OwlCat has never done a shooter before. They've done sprawling, story-based games where decision and character choice has real impact, which is a fantastic thing for the Expanse universe. That is absolutely the type of game design, writing, and story that you want for the Expanse. There's so much here that's going to be about morals and judgment, right, wrong. Like this is the place for all that. All right, so I guess that's about it then. Let's see. Next, Expanse Osiris Reborn beta survey. Please rate the story of the beta. Straightforward, pretty good. We got ship that we stole, leaving Eros. We stole a ship from Protogen, which makes sense why it wouldn't have immediately been shot down, because they probably were not expecting one of their ships to be compromised. How that happened, though, is a very big question, because... So, explain what Protogen is, exactly. Protogen is a research corporation. It is a subsidiary of a larger company called Kwiatkowski Mercantile. They're basically its private research division, specifying specifically for a lot of stuff. Actually, I shouldn't even say specifically. It's a really broad private research division of Kwiatkowski Mercantile. The thing is, they discovered something at a research station on Phoebe, one of Saturn's moons. After which they then kill everybody on the station, take all the data recordings, wipe all the computer banks, leave no trace. Even the bodies of the people they killed, they ended up just torching the whole facility and just burning it into ash, everything inside. So they really wanted to try to leave like no evidence or trace of what was going on. They tried to make it look like some kind of station-wide fire. That being said, they're very well funded. They're very, very aggressive, and this thing that they found on Phoebe Station is about to upend the entire solar system. And we're here right after they basically deployed it on Eros, which is a asteroid space station in the belt, to see what it would do, what effects it would have. Just kind of let loose on the population there. So yeah, they're very ruthless. The idea is they want to try and form some kind of bioweapon from this, learn from this thing that they've come across, and sell it essentially to the highest bidder. Let's see, how would you rate conversation and dialogues between the characters? Pretty good. Again, some of it felt a little awkward and stiff. Give it 4 stars. What do you think about the frequency of the background conversation used as the character's NPC? Amount of background conversations felt right. I think that's correct. There was always something interesting being said, but not a bunch of them all being said at once. Let's see. What do you think about your twin, Jay? I hate Jay. No. I think Jay is great. Jay seemed awesome. Did you think about your interactions with Zafar? I like Zafar. I think Zafar is also awesome. Most memorable parts of the story, both positive and negative. They killed Larry. Jay is good for a mandatory companion. Yeah, no, I agree. They never felt, and the thing is, whenever we were in combat, they were always close by so they could heal me when I went down, but they were never so close to me that I ever felt like I was competing with them for cover. I never felt like they were getting in the way of my shots. When I ordered them to go and like push on an enemy, it felt like they were always in a good place to either be or very quickly be in a spot with good line of sight to push. They did good job. They were never in the way. I've never had to be like, ah shit, like get out of my way. They seem to be in a good spot always. Yes, and they also participated in dialogue as well, which was also good. Like, I never felt like my character was doing all the talking, and then they were there to just throw in a side comment every now and again. We were both having a conversation with whoever we were talking to. I think they did a really good job of that. Let's see, what do we have here? Please rate the music in the beta. Love it. 5 stars. The voiceover in the beta. Again, it felt at some point where... You know what? The visual animation felt stiff at some point. The dialogue felt stiff. I think the voice actors themselves did a good job. I think they did great. I'm going to give them 5 stars. I don't think there was a problem with the delivery. I think there was only a little bit of a hiccup with the animation and the writing. Sounds during combat inside the station. Again, I feel like the weapon could be a little more... There needs to be a bit more of a kick to it, a little more depth. Especially when you're firing an assault rifle, weapons like that, they should have a bit more of a harder hitting sound, at least when they're firing. Combat in space, audio sounded perfect. Feel the sound mix was comfortable? Yep, I feel like audio, like the combat, the music, the environmental effects, the conversation, everything was fine. I didn't think anything was particularly too loud or too quiet. Also, they've got sliders for that, so if anyone wants to adjust stuff to their taste, they can do that. So yeah, no, I thought that was good. Sound provide enough information about potential danger in combat? Yes. The enemies very loudly and very frequently declared when they were in the area, when they were lining up shots on me. I never felt like, oh man, I'm getting flanked, and I had no idea, except for like one time, which is like to be expected. So yes, I'm going to say indications of danger sounds in combat was all broadcast very clearly. I missed grenades frequently. Yes, it was usually the visual cues for the grenade. All right, I'm going to say yes, so incoming grenade, thrusted projectiles, because they do have a thruster. They should be making a much more audible, like, you know, or sound as the gas is coming back and they're flying at you. Which audio device did you use while playing the beta? I was wearing headphones. If you have any specific feedback about the music, voice acting, or sound design, please let us know. I don't have any particular comment other than what was mentioned. What do you guys think? Thoughts, comments, concerns? Space sound design was really good. All right. Weapon sounded a little flat when firing. Which captain presets have you tried? We did Belter Officer. Okay, yeah, so it picks male or female. I think just they did that quickly for the beta instead of letting you do the full character customization. They're just like, hey, we've got these quick starts. Because I feel like we're going to be able to choose between... Because there's 3 major factions in the Expanse. There are Earthers, Belters, and Martians, or Dusters. So it felt weird that the choice was only Belter or Earther. I feel like they're missing the Dusters. So I'm hoping that the Dusters will be a class available, or a race you can play as when they do the main release. And then, yeah, I think they just kind of associated a gender, male, female, either into each of these, just because it was quick and easy rather than you pick one, and you just kind of went from that. So let's see. We went with female Belter officer. Maybe Dusters can't be played for story reasons. It could be. Again, that was one of the things that does happen, is a lot of people at the start of the game do suspect Mars or Protogen, because Protogen has a fleet of stealth ships, and the only people in the solar system who uses stealth tech is Mars. Earth just can't afford a good stealth program, and to actually like build large ships for stealth purposes. Yeah, and the Belters just straight up barely have the resources to build ships at all. A lot of what they get is they'll take 2 halves of, you know, kind of working ships, and they will literally weld them together to make a new ship. Like, Belters are running on scraps. Please rate the voiceover of the female captain. I thought she did pretty good. Voiceover of Jay, also awesome. I kind of wish it let you put comments in here, because I did want, because she was a Belter, so I feel like she should have been using a bit more Lang Belta. Hell, even when I posted on my Discord, like I literally posted that I'm streaming today, I posted it in English, but I also posted, you know, it in Lang Belta, you know. Thank warning for background for the game will be our Twitch showing. The Danya Zanya. Like, literally I had Lang Belta there. And like, you don't have to put everything in Lang Belta, but like, just drop some Belter terms every now and again. Also, hi Regic. Nutwolf McGee. We are not calling me that. Listen, my fur is white like the snow. It is white like the background image here that I'm like blending into. I'm not Nutwolf McGee. Let's see, what do we have? Please rate the voiceover of the male captain. I'm assuming it's good, like the female. I didn't play them, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like bias any of this. I'm gonna can I just skip these? Yes, I can. Okay. I don't want to say it's good and it end up being shitty, and I don't want to say it's bad and it ended up being good. So I'm just gonna skip those. Please rate the appearance of the user interface during exploration. I thought it looked pretty cool. I thought it looked good. I wouldn't say I had any particular issues with it. Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as 5 stars. It wasn't the most amazing. I don't know if I would say it was lacking. You know what? I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It was, you know, it looked decent. It kind of did its job. It wasn't like, wow, this is really cool. And there were points where I didn't seem to catch what was going on with the UI. Again, some things need to pop more. So, 3 out of 5. Please rate the appearance of the user interface during combat. I think it was fairly clear. I saw where my weapons were. Again, it would have been nicer if it was more obvious when my cooldowns were completed for stuff, that I had my grenade ready. That may have triggered me to use it again. So again, I think I'm going to go with 3 stars. Please rate the appearance of the user interface in conversations between characters. It was straightforward. It did its job. It looked okay. I'll give that one a 4 star. I really liked how Mass Effect had their conversation wheel, and Mass Effect's conversation wheel, like they even went, instead of just making like a straight up circle, it's this tilted thing with bars coming off to go into the conversation points. Mass Effect would have like a 5-star one. I'll give this one 4. It did its job. It was better than just a straight linear list, but there is room for improvement. What do you think about the user interface in combat? Select what applies to you. The meaning of each element in the interface was clear. It was not. Originally, when I was using incendiary rounds, I didn't realize that was a picture of like a flaming bullet. I thought it was a rocket. So I thought I had some kind of little deployable rocket or like an underbarrel, RPG or something. So I'm not going to say that. The race elements were easy to see. Yeah, they were kind of in face. I'm not sure if they were again most obvious. Yeah, I didn't know what some of the elements were for. I wouldn't say anything was too big or too small, but during active points, like again when a cooldown was completing, that element should be flashing, changing in size, having something more on screen, kind of heading towards it to draw your attention, be like, hey, your thing's ready to go. I wouldn't say it was confusing, but it could have been better. Let's see. How do you spell incendiary? There we go. There we go. Sip sips? Alright, I'm gonna take a sip sip. Also, Joe, thanks again for giving the bot head pats. What do you think about the text size in dialogues? Everything seemed clear, and there was also a size modifier in the settings, so that's like fine. Have you tried changing the text size in the settings? I didn't need to change the size of the text. How easy was it to use the equipment? I think it was pretty obvious. Like, I figured it out pretty quick. It's very similar to like most other games. Just, you know, you go into your equipment tab, you've got slots, you click the slot, you click the thing you want to put in the slot. It is a little weird though, because it's got like a hold E to equip it, but I figured I found I could just click or like double click on something to do it. So both of those are covered. So I don't know, intuitive, 5-star, straightforward. I never had a problem with it. How easy was it to use the equipment interface? Again, pretty straightforward. Click slot, click what you want. I felt that was obvious to me. I don't know about other gamers, but again, that's kind of been like a standard for equipping stuff in games for like ever. How clear was it that equipping different gadget gave different abilities in combat? I think that was very obvious. Like, as soon as I'm going to equip something, I'm assuming there's a change. There is immediately a window here on the right side, clarifying exactly the bonuses you got, giving a little blurb about the equipment. It was pretty straightforward. Yeah, as long as you're not a games journalist, it's very intuitive. Yeah. Man, this is why I can't work at IGN, guys. You know, like, I was able to play the game. Please rate how intuitive leveling up your character was. Okay, the skill trees and everything was obvious, but I feel like it should have done better to indicate to me when I had leveled up. Because Crazy Kane, you had to call out, hey, wait, you leveled up, like, go spend points. And I only did it once. I didn't even realize if I leveled up beyond that. I feel like I probably did, and just didn't notice. So, for the interface, I think it was fine. For the indication that, hey, you leveled up, you need to do stuff, that I don't feel was as clear. So I'm gonna give it a 4-star. I'm gonna put it in between. How clear was it to use the skill tree? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put that one 3. You know what? 2 stars. Using the skill tree, straightforward. It's a skill tree. And it was pretty obvious to see like what stuff had been like activated. It was kind of obvious to see when I had points for putting stuff in. So yeah, unclear when to level up, clear to use the skill tree. How clear was it that you could level up your companion Jay? I feel like, you know what? I noticed because I was looking for it. I'm gonna give it 4 stars because I feel like if someone's not looking for it, they might miss it because it didn't really give you clues. I just went, oh, I can level up. Hey, there's heads at the bottom. One is a picture of me. One of the pictures is my companion. Must be for them. But it didn't point that out to me. It didn't make it obvious. And it is just a small thing at the top of the screen, so I'm going to give it 4 stars. Experienced any issues with the equipment interface or other parts of the UI? Would you like to share feedback? Please let us know. There we go. I think that's about it. Make it more obvious when level up is available in the menu / in-game when leveled up. Let's see. Or when level up occurs. There we go. How to spell occurs. There we go. Did you notice on-screen notifications when you picked a new item or got level up? No, that was very specifically my problem. You know what? That makes me think. Also, I noticed when I was picking stuff up, like, I noticed when my ammo count was going up and stuff, but when the little pop-ups were happening, they're basically white text, and the background was typically well lit, so, in combat or quickly doing stuff, it might not be the most obvious, so it could do with a bit more, like, drop shadow or something behind it to make them pop better. Alright. In which language did you play the beta? Chinese. Okay, we're English. You know what? I wish there was a thing here that said, hey, what other options would you like for languages? I would literally be like, Lang Belta. Let's have the game in Lang Belta. I mean, to be fair, I feel like everyone would be doing that just as a joke, and it would be a pain in the ass to try and translate everything else into, like, Belter Creole. English. Yes, English. Please rate the quality of the translation. It was a very low quality English translation. Let's see. If there are any specific feedback about localization, please let us know. Where is the Lang Belta version? Please rate your experience from the Expanse Osiris Reborn beta overall. I'm going to give it a solid 4. I feel like there's a little bit that needs to be improved with the UI. There's a little bit that needs to be improved with the weapon sounds and the combat. It was fun, but at the same time, it didn't feel like I was really hitting as hard as I should have been. Again, we're also playing on hard difficulty, so that's going to make enemies tougher. But it needs a little bit more. This is a long survey, but hey, you know what? They want their details, and I'm kind of glad that they're asking. And again, animations at some point felt stiff or incorrect. Camo placement in combat sometimes was wrong. But yeah, that's basically about it. I'm also annoyed that they did this thing that they always do in cover-based third-person shooters, which is, I am standing in front of a wall. The wall is high enough to cover everything except my head. I need to be in cover against it and drop my head like a foot so that I'm not getting shot in the head over this wall. Oh, well, it's not chest-high cover, ergo, it's not real cover because you can't shoot over it, ergo, you're not allowed to take cover behind it. What? No, if it can obscure me, if I'm crouching, whether it's the appropriate height or not, let me get behind it. Don't be like, oh, no. It's too high for you to use as proper cover to shoot over, so you can't take cover behind it. I don't care. Let me get in the cover. That's how I'm getting not shot in the head. Don't do that, or at least make my character squat a little bit, so they get that extra bit of protection when I'm up against something like that. That's a thing that's been an issue in, again, third-person cover-based shooters, like, forever, but it is something I have a gripe with it. As soon as you give me something that gives me cover, and it's not the traditional exactly chest-height cover, and it's a bit taller than that, the game goes, oh, well, you can't shoot over it reasonably, so you can't use it as cover. I don't care if I can shoot over it or around it. If I'm getting up against something that I could be in cover, if I squat, either give me a squat option or let me use it as cover. Let's see, did the beta change your expectations of the Expanse of Osiris Reborn? I would say my expectations are about the same. I know this is the first shooter that OwlCat is doing. There is going to be room for growth and improvement. I'm hoping that they dial things in by the time the game launches in a year from now, it's good that they're taking a year now to do this extra level of polish, getting this feedback in advance so they got time to implement changes. But I feel like this is my expectation. I was going in knowing OwlCat is going to kill it on the story and hoping they're going to kill it on the story and the characters. I feel like they're going to do it. Do that. We will have to see how the, larger gameplay aspect of it goes, but I'm confident in them. I don't think they're going to do an amazing job out of the gate. This isn't going to be like Halo, where everything just kind of locks in and feels really, really good, but it's close enough. I'm willing to say it's good enough for a first-time pass, and this is what I'm expecting. And the story, I still feel is going to be amazing. Always scared that the world will go to war if things like this come out. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if we get here. If we last long enough to enjoy this. Listen, we can't have the world ending before Half-Life 3 comes out, right? Right, guys? Alright, let's see what we got here. If you have any specific feedback regarding the beta overall that you haven't shared earlier, please let us know. Oh, my little rant. There we go. I think that's about as much as I have to say about that. How did you find out about the Expanse, Osiris, Reborn, Founders Campaign, and the beta? No. No. Just happened around it somewhere on the internet. Oh, there wasn't really an option, but there we go. YouTube video recommend when game reveal was dropped. Like, I think the game, like, the reveal had only been out for like 3 hours or something when YouTube was like, I looked at my phone and YouTube was like, hey, here's Expanse content. And I went, what the hell? There's an Expanse game? Choose via advertisement? That's the thing. It wasn't a traditional advertisement. It was literally just the video for it came out. That, hey, we're doing this. But it wasn't like a paid advert, so I'm not sure exactly where that would sit from it. Okay, you know what? I guess, yeah, we'll do via advertisement, but there's the clarification. It's from YouTube. If you follow any creators who make content about video games, can you name favorite ones? I'm biased. Oh man, so that was fun. Shameless plug, you shameless. Listen, if OwlCat randomly reaches out to me and goes, you know, hey, we see that you stream the beta on your Twitch. That's cool. Have like merch or something, or like a free unlock in the game. I don't know. I'm just saying, what odds that it'll happen? Basically zero, but it's not zero. Oh man, yeah, so that was cool. Also, RIP Pinkwater 4 Station, absolutely getting destroyed. Here's an early code to the game, if only. Actually, I think because I got the collector's edition, I think while they're shipping it to me, they actually do send me a redeem code, like a digital redeem code, early. So I think I do get to play it like a week or a few days early or something. Can't believe you'd sell out like this. I know, Joe. Listen, here's the thing. I have this rule, this general rule of I don't pre-order games. Like, I don't. And I don't buy like the collector editions of games unless there's something like really good. Like, it takes a lot to convince me to buy the collector's editions, because I used to be the person who would do that all the time, and then I realized the collector's editions that you get, the quality was just falling off. And other times I get collector's editions of the game, and the collector edition content, like the extra bonus stuff that like you would get, was really cool, but overall the game was shit and it wasn't worth my time or my money or my shelf space, like if I had like IRL collectibles. This is like one of the few games Hello, Renji Blood Moon. Thank you for the follow. But I was going to say, this is one of the few games where I saw it was coming out. I immediately went to the versions of the game on their website that they were selling, and I bought the highest edition. Like, just no hesitation. Here, let me bring up, like, what's actually in the Collector's Edition. Go here. Can't wait to play this, because this show was amazing. I need to fit for real. Yes, yes, oh my god. Actually, I ended up watching the show with a bunch of friends. And we just finished it, and I'm watching it with another group of friends right now, and we're just coming up, we're like halfway through season 5, and it's so good. Yeah, we're halfway through season 5 right now watching it. But yeah, if you wanted to like join us, I don't know where you are in the show, but oh my god, it's such a good show. Oh, also, you were asking about Protogen earlier, Crazy Kane. So I guess I didn't want it to be spoilers, but it's literally in the cover art, and they're literally showing it here. So Protogen, they discover this substance, this alien substance on Phoebe. They end up calling it the proto-molecule. They brand it after themselves. And at one point, they work out that if you expose it to humans enough, but you also limit its infection, you can convert the humans into these proto-molecule human hybrid creatures. And this is one of the hybrids over here in the top right of my screen. I'm, you know what? I don't have... Where is my cursor capture mode? There we go. Now you can see my mouse. I've got like my mouse up here. I'm going like this guy up here where my mouse is like spinning around. I'm like, wait, you guys can't see that. Anyways, so yeah, this is the type of creature that we're going to be dealing with. But yeah, the big thing about the Expanse is essentially aggressive military corporation that will do whatever it can to make a profit. Yeah, so they become super zombies, pretty much. The thing about the proto-molecule is, it is literally an alien first contact scenario, and it's not with the alien life form itself, it's literally nanotech that these aliens used. And I don't know how much I want to risk spoiling about the plot. You know what? I posted a thing on my Discord. So, you know what? I'm just gonna bring this up. Let me go find this thing really quick. Crap. Nope, not this. Not that. I clicked the wrong thing. I want to click this guy. Take that here. Go there. Alright, I think this should work. Nope, it's not drawing it from the... Here we go. Here's your recap. So, spoiler warning for anyone who's concerned. All right, there we go. So that's our recap basically. But it's this alien nanotech. It was flung by this race to intercept our solar system, encounter any form of primordial life billions of years ago, hijack that life, and it basically uses patterns and construction used in the living organisms that allow our proteins to function, our DNA to work. It finds those structures and it uses it to expand and build upon, refining itself, and then carry out its basic programming, which is to build essentially this giant warp gate to link to this interdimensional interstellar network that these aliens use to get around with. That is the purpose of the proto-molecule. That being said, because it's designed to hijack life, it consumes every living thing it encounters. It breaks it down. It builds upon your structures. Yeah, expanse, exactly. It is there to build a interstellar highway. That is its job. When it was launched at Earth billions of years ago, the idea is that, whatever it found would have been basic life forms, microbes, but that's enough to get it going. It essentially uses life as kind of like a compression algorithm, but running in reverse to build complexity until it has the ability to complete its task, which is to build this warp gate. That being said, the object it was in got locked in orbit around Saturn's moon, got covered in ice, became the moon Phoebe, which is where they built a station and eventually discovered it. They weren't looking for it. They were just sampling the chemistry of Phoebe, to see what's there in case there was anything unusual, unique, or interesting, as one does with pretty much any body in the solar system. But yeah, they found it. They found what happens when it's exposed to living organisms, that it breaks them down. They went, hey, we can weaponize this. They then realized, wait a minute, it's not just something that we can use to break down life. We can use it to re-engineer life, which is where they become these hybrid abomination creatures. And yeah, that's basically the background. And we get caught up in this. Okay, let me put on the original, I'm gonna go back to the game volume so you guys can hear the game music again. But let's look at the stuff that's coming in, like the collector's edition. This is the thing that I went, okay, you know what? I don't buy this, but I'm gonna buy this. Also, apparently we get a bunch of different companions. Yeah, so here's the collector's edition. This is the one that I bought for $289. But I mean, like, look at this. Look at this. Oh, so I think all this stuff is just, like, included here anyways. Does it give us more detail there? It does not. Okay, back to homepage. Yeah, editions. Yeah, so the collector's edition just comes with everything. But, so it's got a cool looking box. It's got an art book, which I'm looking forward to. It's got an OPA, UNN, and MCRN patch, which IRL, I have stickers of these things, like, on my walls in the room I'm in right now. Like, I can literally set up my webcam. You know what? I think I might need to plug it in, but I'll plug in my webcam. I have a giant poster of the MCRN Donager on, like, the back wall of the room I am in. It is so goddamn cool. But yeah, it's got a medallion. It's got all these things. It's got an actual model of a ship from the Expanse universe, which is something I have wanted for, like, a long while now. So here, I'm gonna step away for a sec. Just vibe to the music. I'll be right back. Okay, webcam is pain in the ass. So I just took pictures, but pictures incoming. Says you get your name in the credits. Oh, holy shit, name and credits. Oh, goddamn. Okay, that's really cool. I feel special now. Okay, it did not work. There we go. Copy. Come on. Why is this program not launching? There we go. So I've got like this on the back wall, which is like, I don't know, it's like 4 feet wide. Is Opera good? Yes, Opera is good. I enjoy Opera. I mean, to be fair, I have Opera and Edge and Firefox and Waterfox and Chrome. Every browser has its own advantages or disadvantages, typically relating mostly to like media playback or if you're playing games in the browser. So, for example, so like I switch things up depending on what I'm using stuff for. Yes, Waterfox. Waterfox is like Firefox, but it is a stripped-down version of Firefox. So it's not as resource-intensive. It's a bit nicer. It runs lighter, so I prefer it for that. Every now and again, though, I hit something that doesn't like to run in Waterfox, so I have to go back to Firefox. Sometimes I find things that just don't like Mozilla, even though they're Chromium, so I run them in Google Chrome. Which I would do most things probably in Chrome, except for whatever reason, I get frame rate issues on YouTube, of all things, in Google Chrome. So I just don't use Chrome for YouTube, which made me go to like other things. Right now, I use Apple TV to watch a lot of TV shows I like, because Apple is like killing it right now in the sci-fi field. I don't like their phones, but I do like their sci-fi creative department and the projects that they fund. So, using Apple TV Plus, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work well with any of these browsers except for Edge. So I use Microsoft Edge for Apple, which is broken and wrong to me, but whatever. It's how they be doing it. But yes. So I've got all the browsers, because all of them are really good at some things and really shit at other things, and the most random annoying thing to me. And usually it has to deal with toggling hardware acceleration on or off, depending on application. And I've gotten to the point where it's easier if I just jump over to another browser if something's not behaving. Oh, also, so I've got the UNN logo. Protogen. And then even here, I've got the MCRN logo on my my games and media cabinet. OPA's logo. There's a browser slut. You know what? You know what? I'm not going to fight that. I'm going to embrace that. I am absolutely a browser slut. Anyways, only regret I have is when I printed this out, because I was working at a company that had their own print shop, and I was in charge of that print shop. When I printed it out, it was during the pandemic, and the material that we normally use, which is high quality, we couldn't get our hands on, so we had to go with the cheap shit, and the cheap shit is peeling off the wall now, which is annoying. I wish I printed this on like the high quality adhesive vinyl, but this is like this super thin, flimsy, cheap shit with the crap adhesive, so it's peeling away, unfortunately. And I no longer work there, so I don't have the ability to just print another one of these off. Anyways, but yeah, there is my stuffs. But yeah, anyways, so that has been Expanse Osiris Reborn. That has been me like fan gushing about this for the last 3 hours and 15 minutes. I hope you all enjoyed. Actually, you know what? Because I was mentioning earlier about how I wanted to show that Coriolis effect, like what that would do, like in world. Let me just really quick. Here we go. So this is an example of the Coriolis effect. This is what it would do when you're pouring a liquid. So see how it's coming way over here? It's because in the time that it takes for the liquid to get from this spot up here to down here in the glass, what has happened is the station that you're on is rotating. So it's already rotated from being here to being over to here. Now, the water is rotating with the station, but only to a certain point. There's no gravity dragging it along the way it does on Earth. So, and the station has to spin fast enough to approximate a centripetal force about 1/3 of Earth's gravity. So, like I said, in the time it takes for the water to drop from here to here, this station that they're on is rotated from here over to here. So the water is going to follow this kind of curvy arc. Just cast the poster in epoxy. You know what? That would actually might not be a terrible idea if I can get it to like hold straight. Or I guess I would have to like glue it down to a flat surface and then put it in an epoxy cast. I would just need a cast that big, which would be a pain in the ass to make, but that would look so cool. Anyways, but yes, so this is the Coriolis effect that I was mentioning. This is what it would look like. I think that's just cool to take into effect how the forces acting on your body in lieu of gravity to approximate gravity are going to make things look and act and behave. Browser floozy. Wow. Oh man. Anyways. So yeah, that's it. That's the whole Coriolis effect that they were mentioning, affecting things for the characters in game, and you have to get used to because you're on a station. It is rotating. Things on it are going to rotate along with it, but they're not going to rotate perfectly. They're going to continue on a lot of times along their own traditional trajectory. Also, here's the music back again. Anyways, but yes, this. I love this show. I love the books. I love this universe that they have created. Honestly, so here's a little bit of background on the Expanse, and it's kind of neat. The guys that made this, that came up with the whole Expanse idea, originally they wanted to make an MMORPG. Remember when you were saying earlier, Crazy Kane, that feels like something that would be like an MMO game? That was the original concept. They wanted to make a massive multiplayer online role-playing game set in the solar system. They built factions around it. That's why they've got humans from Earth, humans from the Belt, humans from Mars, so you could pick them like classes for these games. You know, you could be an engineer, you could be a mechanic, you could be a pilot, things like that. And they wanted it to be grounded in the real world, so people would be, you know, not just like another generic sci-fi MMORPG. They didn't want it to be just another Star Trek Online. So that was the original concept behind the Expanse. The thing is, as they were making this into a game, they realized making a video game is really, really hard. Making an MMORPG is also really, really, really hard, and that might not be the best thing to do. So what they did then is they went, well, we built so much lore, we built a lot of the technical aspect about how these things are going to work and interact, how characters, classes, and stuff would play as, all these locations and settings. We already have this for the game that we're no longer going to make. But you know what's easier to do? A tabletop role-playing game. Because all you need to do is have the lore written out, have descriptions of the locations, have the mechanics written out, which they did, and then everything else, instead of having to make it, you just do it all in your head. You just use the power of imagination. So you know what? They did a tabletop game. They used, I think originally they used Dungeons and Dragons as their base system and adapted it for the Expanse. And they started playing a campaign of this game. And you will see it in the books, but you will really, really notice it in the show, especially early on in the first season. A lot of stuff feels like literally someone just did a dice roll and rolled like a d20, you know, or had a critical failure on some of the things that happen. And a lot of it feels like it's got this very, you know, story pickup, drop off. All right, this is where our campaign session is ending for today. All right, this is the little cliffhanger I'm leaving you off on until we get to play again. And that is because that is where that comes from. The original books were written in part based off of the experiences of the campaign, of them playing it as a tabletop game. It did get a lot more refined in the books, but it's literally like we started it as a campaign of a party of 5, and then one of them had to get killed off, and now we're down to a party of 4. Hey, this antenna's not working. Damn, I just kicked it really hard. Suddenly it's working. We're able to get signal. All right, if it didn't, it was going to break the campaign. This is clearly either a d20 roll or the game master, you know, took pity on the players and was like, yeah, if I don't know how to advance the plot if we don't get this to work. So, hey, look, it worked when you kicked it. This then became the books. The books got picked up eventually as a TV series by Alcon Entertainment. And the guys that made the book, it's 2 guys. They operate under a single pen name, which is James S.A. Corey. That, hey, you can adapt our content, but like, we have been working on this for years. This is our baby. This is our universe. We love this. We care deeply about this. If you're making a show, we have to be included as showrunners. We have to be there. We have to have our hands on everything. We have to be working with the writing team. You guys aren't allowed to just take it and adapt it. We get to tell the story through you. And they did that. And the TV show is so well done. I love it. I love the characters in it. I love the settings. I love the lore. I love the focus on realism and genuine human interaction, as well as just the physics of it are fantastic. It makes me happy in so many ways. I am a huge nerd, as you guys know. I love sci-fi, and honestly, this was the first hard sci-fi really grounded series I think I had ever actually encountered, and I immediately fell in love with it. Anyways, their attention to detail and their caring about quality that the original writers had, you feel it in this. You're a fantasy nerd yourself? Yeah, hell yeah. Twitch wouldn't let you put slut in the clip name. Congratulations, you're a floozy. Oh my god. Anyways. Okay, I think this is a good spot for us to leave off at. Like I said, I've been gushing about this quite a bit already. I feel like this has been a fantastic experience. Like I said, overall impression of the beta, solid 4 out of 5 stars. I was hoping that they would absolutely kill it with the shooter components. They're not bad. They're not amazing. They're good. They're decent. They're good enough. It's okay. But really, when you're playing an OwlCat game, you're there for the story. And that's what I'm here for. And that is what is going to be really well done in the Expanse universe. They finally got their full-fledged role-playing video game that originally started this off. And I feel like it's going to be amazing for that. Even more so, you're a cultivation nerd. Love you some Wuxia Zenzia. Okay, I might need to look into that. You might need to like school me on this shit. Give me the lore dump. All right, let's go though. We're gonna find somebody right out. I need to go and like eat food, and then I'm probably gonna be hopping into VR chat tonight. So I won't be streaming it, but Cinder Shadow, he's gonna be on camera streaming it. So be sure to check him out. I'm gonna be there. I think this is his thing. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's them. I think they've got, yes, they've got the little underscore at the end. Okay, I got his name right. I was hoping I'd remember how to spell his name. So, you guys, later on tonight in, I don't know, 4 or 5-ish hours time, that's where I'm probably going to be, or 6 hours time. I'm not exactly sure when he's going to be streaming. But yeah, later on tonight, I will catch you guys over there. That's the place to tune in. Again, this has been amazing. I'm so glad all of you guys have shown up. I'm looking so forward to this game, and I'm hoping you guys are looking forward to experiencing it with me. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm way too happy right now. But again, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for showing up. I hope you've enjoyed. I've had a fantastic time with all of you. I've had a fantastic time with this game. And let's find who we're gonna raid. Let's see, who do we got? Who's on right now? Oh my god, Flare. I'm Mr. Flare is streaming. And they're streaming a game called Go Apeship, which looks really, really fun, and I might end up playing at some point in the future with them. So I think that's where we're going. There we go. And we're gonna hit him with the standard. Good vibes. Alright, and then feel free to use my emotes if you have them. Plug in whatever ones you want if you've got something else better. Use, white hearts from, default emojis that Windows or your phone or whatever has. Doesn't matter. Just be sure to shout those good vibes over at Flare when we go over and say hi. And I will see you guys. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I'm trying to lock down some new skills. So when that's done, I will be coming back hopefully sometime in this coming month. I promise, at least by the end of the month, I will be streaming again. Anyways, see you when I see you. Have a great one. Good vibes.